Yo yo yo, and this is Mikeratto. And welcome back for another video, where today we're going to talk about heel versus face Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, while he debuted as a heel, he has this heel persona, which he is the American hero. He does things, which in his first year, he won both the European and the Intercontinental Championship, while he referred to himself as Inter-European Champion, something like that. So yeah, and he both lost the titles at WrestleMania 2000, which Jericho and Benoit won the titles from him during the triple threat match, and he lost both of those titles. And later on in 2000, while he is one of the most pushed people in the WWE, he was pushed fast, and during his push, he won the WWE title in his first year in the company, which he defeated The Rock for it. And yeah, while during this reign, he has a lot of alliances, and also in 2000, he has somehow of a relationship slash managerial storyline with Stephanie McMahon, with Triple H getting jealous, and that storyline itself. And then in 2001, he lost the title back to The Rock, which Rock versus Austin for WrestleMania 17. And his next big storyline happened during the invasion, when he betrayed the WWE, joined the Alliance, betrayed the Alliance, joined the WWE, and later on, while he was supposed to be the WWE champion, which Vince McMahon was supposed to reward him for it, for helping Team WWE to win the match, but Ric Flair returned, and he is actually the half owner of the company, the Stone Cold, retaining his title. And the two feuded for the title, but unfortunately for Kurt Angle, well, he didn't win this feud. And Chris Jericho became the first ever undisputed WWE champion, defeating both The Rock and Austin in the same night. For Kurt Angle, while he did compete in the 2002 Royal Rumble match, which he was the runner-up by Triple H actually winning that match, and he had this storyline with Kane, which Kane actually cost him a match for, I think, the WWE Championship in 2002, and then yeah, and then they fought at WrestleMania with that botch pin, which is actually memorable by some fans. But regardless, it's actually a good storyline between the two. Which later on, Kurt Angle feuded with Edge, and then he joined the SmackDown Tag Team division because the WWE Tag Team Championship was debuted in this year, because, well, they replaced the old Tag Team Championship of WCW, and both Raw and SmackDown had their respective Tag Team Championship, in which Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit are the eventual winners. But yeah, they lost the titles to Mysterio and Edge, which, yeah, that's the storyline. Well, after that, Kurt Angle was back again with the WWE Championship scene, having this small face turn or somehow a manipulation to the man who actually lost the title to the Big Show, Brock Lesnar, which later on it was revealed that Kurt Angle and Paul Heyman actually had this plan all along to manipulate Lesnar, and when Kurt Angle won the title, they had this feud till WrestleMania, which this feud is actually memorable to Brock Lesnar's career, which Kurt Angle, well, he put over Brock at WrestleMania 19. After that, he took time off, and when he returned, well, he is now a pure babyface. Well, he did kind of had comedic moments as a heel, and especially with Austin in 2001. And I think, I'm not sure if this is his first official face turn, but in 1999 up to 2002, he act heelish if you count the manipulation one to Brock. I'm not sure if you're gonna count that. And also, he had this face run in 2001, which I forgot to mention because, well, before he betrayed Team WWE, he was the biggest face of Team WWE before The Rock actually returned in 2001 and after Kurt Angle betrayed Team WWE. So by this point, he has two official face turns and then two heel turns. So he has four turns by this point. This heel turn and face turn of his was actually memorable by this time. So Kurt Angle returned and actually had this second face run, which actually he had this run for a year. He feuded with John Cena, and then he won the WWE Championship from Brock Lesnar, and then the two had that with Lesnar actually turning heel, and then they had this huge rivalry between each other. Well, this feuds by Kurt Angle during this face run, which actually seen also a comedic side by him, which he had interactions with Brock Lesnar as a babyface, and he actually mocked John Cena during his Doctor of Thugonomics run, which he had this segment with this little Kurt Angle and then him actually tapping out just to mock John Cena. Well, he had this a lot of memorable moments during both of his face and heel runs. And then yeah, he turned heel in 2004 to feud with Eddie Guerrero. And when they actually feud, well, this feud between the two, it actually, well, the root of that feud is for Kurt Angle to win the WWE Championship, which he failed. But this feud actually extended by the point that Kurt Angle was actually, I'm not sure if it's really an injury or he is kayfabe injured when he was the SmackDown GM. And then he cost Eddie Guerrero the championship. And yeah, JBL is the champion during one of their championship matches. While Eddie was defeated by JBL, and during a steel cage match, a masked man actually comes through, and it was revealed as Kurt Angle, thus having the rivalry reignite and then actually fighting at SummerSlam. And then Kurt Angle by this point, while he is feuding with top baby faces in 2005, while he tried his luck for a WWE Championship shot, but JBL as a heel champion, while he escaped with the title. And Kurt Angle, he has this feud now with Shawn Michaels, which I think this actually started because one is proving the one who is better and something like that. And yeah, and I think also it is actually an elimination from the Royal Rumble match. So the two feuded at WrestleMania 21, which is actually a classic and a classic ending. And Kurt Angle was now on Raw, feuding with Shawn Michaels and other baby faces, which later he fought John Cena with the WWE Championship, but he failed in the rivalry. But he won't end by the year that he didn't win any championship. But yeah, I mean, he ended the year without winning any championship. But in 2006, while he won the World Heavyweight Championship because Batista actually vacated it. And then he has feuds with Mark Henry and The Undertaker, and now he is a babyface when he actually was drafted to SmackDown, and he was known now as the Wrestling Machine. Which, yeah, there is an eventual rise to a mysterious push, and Kurt Angle, well, he was defeated by Mysterio at WrestleMania, which Mysterio pinned Orton. And then, well, later on, he was actually drafted to ECW, which later on he left the WWE and joined TNA, well, because of their issues between each other during that time. Fast forward now to his return in 2018. Well, he returned. I'm not sure if it is 2018 or 2017 when he assumed the general manager role for Monday Night Raw. He returned in 2017. He was inducted in the Hall of Fame, and when he is actually the general manager of Raw, he is actually one of the most longest babyface general manager of that said brand. Then he actually feuded with the SmackDown brand in the 2017 Survivor Series match just to promote that match. And then later on, well, in 2018, I think also he feuded with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon when he was joined by the debuting Ronda Rousey. And then later on, when he was fired from his general manager spot, he feuded later on with Baron Corbin, the one who is actually now the then current general manager for Raw. Wherein Baron Corbin was actually the general manager while he gained heat, and the two actually started to have rivalries. And then in 2019, well, Kurt Angle actually had matches on Raw, which I think it was actually a say for his final matches in the WWE. He fought guys like Drew McIntyre, Apollo Crews, AJ Styles in the WWE before he was defeated by Baron Corbin for his retirement match, which people actually think that there's one man who actually deserves to retire Kurt Angle, and that is John Cena himself, the guy who actually debuted in the expense of Kurt Angle. So Kurt Angle's memorable moments as a heel is actually remarkable. When you think about it, people actually reminds a lot of his moments as a heel when he actually does stuff like mocking Shawn Michaels, like mocking every single baby faces that there is to mock in the main roster. In his career, he was also put in the comedic segments which are actually memorable, such as the Sexy Kurt, and also mocking John Cena, and also having this huge moment with the milk bat, actually having the milk truck and having the milk actually poured on the Alliance team. Kurt Angle is memorable both of his roles. He commands respect, and yeah, he actually hated the use of chants, kayfabe as a heel, but I think he actually likes that, to be honest, because that's his signature trademark for his theme song and for his entrance. And that's it for today's video, and I hope you all enjoy it. And again, this is Mikeratto, and thank you for watching, and subscribe, comment down below, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching.